Well, I can boldly tell you, without fear, that what influenced me has been nothing else except the reason of my existence, my purpose. Jesus speaks powerful words. He says, "For this reason was I born, to testify of the truth." So now, the call of God upon my life is the reason which I was born for. So my purpose has been a great influence. I always tell people that there's a difference between being called and being sent. Being called and being sent. So when you say I was called at a young age, I remember very well that when he called me, I was so excited. And when he called me, I had to run and say, "Yes, Lord, I am here. I am here. I am here." And me saying yes to him, it was when he brought clarity of what he's calling me for. It's like a parent calling a child and say, "Come here." Then a child comes and say, "This is the reason why I'm calling you. I want you to go to such and such a place and do this for me." So it was more of that, where God says, "Come, sit. Let me show you. This is what I've called you for." And he was very clear with me. "I called you to disconnect people from the altars of sin, the altars of witchcraft, altars of satanism, connect them with the altar of greater glory." Hence, I always tell people, I'm the announcer of the good news. Jesus saves, heals, and delivers. And nothing excites me like when I see souls coming to God, seeing people healed, seeing blind eyes receiving sight, cripples walking. I'm telling you, I get excited when I see the move of God, when I see God touching lives and changing lives, when I see God changing environments and changing places, touching lives, touching cities. I am more excited. And because of that, I'm telling you, I'm forever influenced by my purpose, because my purpose is the reason of my existence. I said to Kagiso years ago, I said, "You will never trade your purpose for a paycheck, and make sure you don't." And even today, I'm so excited. I'm focusing on my purpose, the reason of my existence. Oh, wow. I can say the three things that have sustained me in my walk with God. One is faith, prayer, and obedience. Faith, prayer, and obedience. These are the three things that have, really sustained me in my walk with God. Remember, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. So, in other words, it's a must for us to live by faith. So I had to embrace faith in God. Embrace faith in God. I had to fight with discouragement. I had to fight with rejection and make sure that I embrace faith in God. So faith has really sustained me. Number two, it's prayer. I had to make sure I have this intimate relationship with God. I pray. I live the life of prayer. I don't treat prayer as an event. It has become my lifestyle, because prayer, we should not pray only when we are going through hardships, through challenges, but we should pray and understand prayer is our communication with God, and every healthy relationship requires communication. And number three, obedience. It's very key. Obedience. Actually, obedience is the highest form of worship. And remember, you and me are formed to worship God in spirit and in truth. And I just want to say to you, these three pillars have sustained me. These are the three things that have sustained me: faith, prayer, and obedience. I just want to challenge you. As I have seen the power of God in my life through these three, I know that if you can embrace faith in the Word of God, faith in God Himself, God is the Word. If you embrace faith in the Word, live the life of obedience, and pray, stand in the promises of His Word, learn to say it is written, I promise you, you will see God sustaining you, sustaining your family, and everything that concerns you.